up, friends, and welcome back to another video. Today I am going to be trying out Pinterest recipes, and more specifically vegan keto Pinterest recipes. Now, I know you guys love my vegan keto recipes, but here's the thing. There are literally 10 foods that you can eat when you're vegan keto, and mama's running out of ideas, so I had to turn to the internet to give me some inspiration, henceforth why I am filming this video. So here we are, so excited to have you. Before we get started, make sure that you follow me on Instagram at more salt please. I'm trying to get to 10K so I can get the swipe up. That's literally all I care about. I could peak at 10K and be happy with life. I really could. And if you want exclusive recipes from me that I will not be posting on YouTube or Instagram, make sure that you sign up for my monthly email newsletter. I send out maybe 2 to 3 emails a month. I will not be spamming you, but if you want exclusive content, make sure you sign up. I will leave the link to my website down below, which is where you can sign up at moresaltplease.co, and I would love to have you part of the Salty Crew fam. And without any further ado, let's get started. All right, first things first, we're starting with breakfast. I'm gonna make a couple different recipes for breakfast. So first up, we have a peanut butter chia seed pudding from the Sweet as Honey blog. I'm also gonna be making these cauliflower hash brown things from healthiersteps.com. I'm gonna start by making the peanut butter chia seed pudding. Let's hope I can make it Pinterest worthy. You're gonna start by adding a cup of peanut butter to a blender, along with a cup and a quarter of unsweetened almond milk, and then a quarter cup of a keto-friendly maple syrup. I like this one from Lakanto. I found it on Amazon, and I'll leave the link down in the description box in case you want to pick it up. And then a splash of vanilla extract and a pinch of salt. And then I started blending, and I realized, oh, this is a chia seed pudding, and I forgot the chia seeds. So that's me realizing this on camera. So I opened the lid up, added in a quarter cup of chia seeds, and continued to blend till it was nice and smooth. And you will probably have to scrape down the sides once or twice just to make sure all the peanut butter and stuff gets fully incorporated. And then once it's nice and smooth, I served mine with some melted Lily's chocolate. And I found this at Sprouts. It is keto friendly and it's delicious. And some crushed almonds. All right, moment of truth. How cute is this? Oh my God, I really hope this tastes good. It looks delish. Yes. Oh my God. How is this keto? I am shooketh by how good this is. Oh my God. The next breakfast recipe I'm going to be trying out are these cauliflower hash brown things. So let's get cooking. You're going to start by placing half a head of cauliflower florets into a food processor and process them pretty well. You want the cauliflower to be really fine. And then you're gonna transfer it to a large bowl and add in the rest of your ingredients. So we got a quarter cup of chickpea flour, a tablespoon of cornstarch, half a teaspoon of garlic powder, half a teaspoon of salt, a couple tablespoons of water. Then you can mix everything together until it's combined, and you wanna make sure that it will stick together and form patties. So that's me doing that right now. If it needs more flour, add it, but you want to make sure it sticks together. And then you can spray a parchment paper lined baking sheet with cooking oil and put your patties on top, and you want to make sure that they aren't too crowded, that you spread them out pretty evenly. And then you can place them in a 400-degree oven for 20 minutes. Take them out and flip them. And as you can see, they hold up pretty well. And once they're all flipped, you can place them back in the oven for another 20 minutes. And I finished mine off with some chopped scallions. Okay, here we go. Cauliflower hash browns. I got some ketchup. I added some scallions on top. Let's give these a go. I mean, not like my favorite thing ever, but not the worst. I don't know. I just want them to be hash brown so bad, but they never will be. I give them like a 4 or 5. They're kind of underwhelming. Hey guys, it's the next day. I didn't have time to finish the other 2 recipes yesterday, so here we are. We have 2 more recipes to test. This one is going to be a flaxseed wrap thingy from the Sweet as Honey blog, and I'm so excited to try this because I've been looking for a low carb alternative to a wrap for a really long time, and this looks pretty easy to make. We'll see. There are a few steps that are a little bit tricky, and a few things that I don't have that she recommends to use in this recipe, but we're just gonna wing it and see how it goes. So let's get started. To start these wraps off, you're going to boil a cup of water. Once it reaches a boil, you can cut the heat and add your spices. So we got a 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric, 1/4 teaspoon of ground ginger, 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Mix your spices together in the water and then add in your ground flaxseed. You're gonna add in a cup of ground flaxseed here. And continue to stir until it forms a nice thick dough. You want it to be a doughy, thick consistency. So once your dough is cooled off a little bit, you can cut it in half and then cut it in quarters, and you're gonna place it on a piece of parchment paper and then place another piece of paper on top, and then we're gonna roll it out. So if you have a rolling pin, obviously that would be ideal, but I just usually roll out dough with bottles of sauces or wine bottles, and that's what I'm doing here. So after it's nice and rolled out and even, you can peel off the parchment paper and cut your dough into a circle, and that will be your wrap. So once you're done cutting the circle, you can peel off the excess and just combine it to form another ball of dough that you can roll out and make another wrap with. Then you're gonna heat up a non-stick pan, and since mine is really shitty and old, I added a bit of avocado oil. You get the pan nice and hot, and then you add in your wrap. So you're gonna carefully peel it off of the parchment paper, put it in there, and hopefully you can do it a little bit more graceful than I did. As you can see, I got it a little wrinkly and I had to spread it back out again. So you're gonna cook it for a couple of minutes, 2 to 3 minutes. Just make sure it's golden brown and cooked all the way through on one side. Flip it over and then cook it for another minute, and just make sure it's cooked all the way through and not burnt. And then you're just gonna continue to cook all of the wraps until you have finished all of them. Once your wraps are ready to go, I let them cool a little bit, and then I spread on my toppings. So I added in some vegan mayo, romaine lettuce, cucumber, tomatoes, and avocado. Okay, moment of truth. Let's try this bad boy. They fall apart really easily, FYI. Not bad. They're kind of oily. I wish I just had like a really good non-stick pan. I'm on the hunt for one, so I had to add a little bit of oil because my pan's so old and gross. The wrap by itself actually tastes really good. I don't know. I kind of am like in the middle about it. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give them maybe like a 7. They fall apart really easily and they're kind of annoying to make. Not worth the effort, in my opinion. If you can find a way to buy some good like keto wraps or something, then I would do that. But making them, kind of obnoxious. For our final recipe, I am going to be making a keto staple that a lot of people rave about. It's called crack slaw. Apparently it's so good it makes you want to do it over and over again like crack. You become addicted. I don't know, we'll see. So traditionally it's made with regular ground beef, but since it's vegan, I'm going to be using this ground Beyond beef. I have not tried this specific formula. I believe it's like similar, but I think they changed a few things. I don't know, we'll see. But I love the Beyond sausages and the Beyond burgers that are formed into patties, so we'll see how this goes. I'm pretty pumped about it. And this recipe is from the Vegan Keto. Vegan Keto what is it called? Meat Free Keto. That's the blog that it's from. She actually, I think it's a he, they actually don't add any Beyond Beef. Instead they have macadamia nuts, but I wanted to try this out, so I'm gonna be using this instead. All right, let's do this. You're gonna start by adding a cup of the ground beef to a oiled hot pan, and we're just gonna sear it. And once it's seared on one side, I flip it over and then I just break it up into smaller pieces in the pan. Then you can scoop it out and set it aside for now. And in the same pan, we're gonna add in 4 cups of cut up cabbage. And this looks like a lot now, but it will actually shrink down a lot as we cook it. So to this, you're gonna add a teaspoon of rice vinegar, a teaspoon of garlic chili paste, 2 tablespoons of coconut aminos, 1 tablespoon of sesame oil. Saute that for a couple of minutes. And then towards the end, I added in about 4 or 5 garlic cloves along with the leftover ground beef. After this, it's ready to go, so I served mine in a bowl and topped it with some sesame seeds. All right, this looks so good. Very excited about this one. Let's give it a try. First of all, Beyond Beef, love you, mean it, always. I think this might be my favorite. And the flavor of the cabbage and everything that's in there, really, really good. It's like a little bit too spicy for me. Next time I make it, I will definitely not add so much of the chili paste, but other than that, it's delicious. But I would definitely recommend adding in Beyond Beef if you have it in your area because it's so good. It really adds a lot to it. Good job, Meat Free Keto. You killed it. All right, guys, that is the end of this video. I really hope you liked it. If you did, you know what to do. Give it a thumbs up. Comment down below telling me if I should do more videos like this, trying out different Pinterest recipes. And also, don't forget to subscribe. Hit the little red subscribe button down below and also turn on your post notifications so that you're notified every time I post a new video. Take care of yourself this week, eat good food, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Diet Coke ain't good for the soul. Give me that orange soda. Give me a grape like you see in the movies. Bubble to the top like a smoothie, you'll see. I'll do you like a 9 to 5. Wake up, rest